Have you ever wondered why women can't resist James Bond? It's not just the tuxedo or the Aston Martin that he drives. Actually, it's his psychological trick which he uses to make women obsessed with him. And to your surprise, most guys don't even know about it. Bond has mastered this secret psychological trick. He looks charming at one moment, and then at the next moment he is like a completely different guy. This mysterious behavior creates an addiction loop in women's minds, and they get obsessed with him. So, if you also want to know and adopt Bond's secret weapon in your life, then stick till the end, because I am going to break down how you can make women obsessed just like James Bond. Number 5. The Dark Triad effect. Let's get one thing straight. James Bond isn't the nice guy you bring home to your parents. He's cold, he's calculated, he's unapologetically confident, and somehow women can't get enough of him. The truth is, Bond taps into something deeper, darker, and dangerously attractive, the Dark Triad. It's not just a buzzword, it's the psychological profile that combines narcissism, Machiavellianism, and psychopathy. And before you think this is about being evil, it's not. It's about mastering controlled dominance. Bond carries himself like the world revolves around him. That's narcissism. He always has a plan 5 steps ahead. That's Machiavellianism. And when danger strikes, he doesn't flink. And that's his psychopathy. That combination creates a man who isn't begging for approval, who doesn't care what people think, and who moves like he owns every room he walks into. That alone is magnetic. Women aren't consciously thinking, wow, he's emotionally unavailable and unpredictable. I love it. But subconsciously, they're addicted to that unpredictability, the thrill, the confidence, the danger. Bond doesn't chase. He doesn't please. He leads. And when a man moves like that, people follow, especially women. Here's the hard truth. The nice guy gets friend-zoned. The Dark Triad man gets remembered. Bond's power isn't just charm, it's psychological warfare, and most men don't even realize they're fighting with foam swords while Bond's out there using stealth missiles. Still think being the safe guy works? Keep watching. Number 4. Social proof magnetism. There's a secret weapon Bond uses without saying a word. It's not the gadgets, it's not the Aston Martin, it's not even the tux. It's social proof, and it's lethal. Bond is always surrounded by beautiful women. He doesn't flaunt them, he doesn't need to. Just their presence, their desire for him, creates a signal, a powerful signal, one that says he's already been chosen. And when women see that, it flips a switch in their brain. Suddenly, the question isn't, is he attractive? The question is, what do they know that I don't? It's a psychological trick rooted deep in evolution. Women are wired to be cautious with their mate selection. If another woman has already vetted a man, her brain considers that a shortcut. It means he's probably safe, capable, and desirable, and Bond uses that to his advantage. He never needs to prove himself. The women around him do that for him. Men often chase validation from women. Bond, he becomes the prize. He's not interested in convincing anyone of his worth. His presence speaks volumes, and that's why women lean in, not away. Think about it. Why do you want the exclusive item more than the one that's always available? Scarcity, value, proof of demand. Bond becomes rare. He becomes elite, and that's when obsession kicks in. So, if you're always available, always chasing, always proving, you're invisible. But if you become the man other women want, you become undeniable. If you are enjoying watching the video, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Number 3, the calm alpha effect. You've seen Bond in gunfights, explosions, torture chambers. He never panics, never loses control. That's not just cool, it's intoxicating. Women are naturally drawn to the calm alpha. Not the loud guy who tries to dominate every room, not the overly emotional man who spirals when things go wrong, but the one who remains composed, steady, unshakable. That's what James Bond embodies. Why does this work? because calm is rare. In a world of chaos, anxiety, and insecure noise, calm becomes a luxury. Bond gives off that rare internal power, the type that says, "I've seen worse, and I'm still here." It's the energy of a man who doesn't just survive storms, he walks through them like it's nothing. That kind of energy is addictive. Women feel safe around it, but more than safety, they feel challenged. Because if he's not reacting to drama, he's not easy to control, and that makes him irresistible. You can't fake this. You either are composed or you're not. Bond isn't pretending. He's built that energy through discipline, danger, and brutal experience. That's why it's believable. A man who panics loses power. A man who stays calm owns it. And when you master calm dominance, women don't just desire you, they crave your presence. So if you're still reacting, still emotionally flinching, still trying to win her over, you're not Bond. Not yet. Number 2, emotional addiction. James Bond doesn't try to be perfect. That's what makes him dangerously attractive. He gives women just enough to feel close, but never enough to feel in control. He creates emotional tension, a roller coaster, and that roller coaster, that's how obsession is born. It's not the constant validation that hooks people, it's the emotional contrast, the highs and lows, the warmth followed by distance, the unpredictability that makes every moment feel alive. Bond knows this, and he plays the game without mercy. He'll make her feel like the only woman in the world, then disappear without explanation, not because he's cruel, but because he refuses to be tied down. And that freedom, it drives women mad. They want to own him, control him, understand him, but they never fully can. And that mystery becomes their addiction. Here's the brutal truth. Women don't obsess over men who give them everything. They obsess over men who give them just enough and then pull back. It triggers the brain like a drug. Dopamine hits, emotional spikes, cravings. Bond weaponizes this like an artist. Want to know the real reason women replay moments with Bond in their mind over and over? It's because they were never sure if he was fully theirs. Control your emotions, control the tension, and you'll control the obsession. Most men are out here begging for attention. Bond makes women beg for more of him. Number 1, master the M3 model. This is the real strategy Bond executes without anyone even realizing. It's called the M3 model. Attract, comfort, seduce. Bond doesn't walk up to women and immediately seduce them. That's amateur behavior. First, he triggers attraction, not by words, but by presence. His body language, his walk, his gaze. He makes you notice him without needing to speak. That's the attract phase. Then, when he engages, he doesn't talk about himself like most insecure men do. He makes her feel seen, heard, special. He balances his confidence with just enough charm to disarm her. That's the comfort phase. She begins to feel safe, curious, pulled in deeper. Finally, when the moment's right, he flips the switch. Voice lowers, eye contact intensifies. He becomes more physical, more direct, more dangerous. That's when he strikes. That's the seduce phase. And by that time, she's not wondering if she wants him. She's wondering how badly. Most men rush to the end. They want instant results. Bond plays the long game. He lets the tension rise. He plants the seed and watches it grow. And by the time he moves in, resistance is already gone. That's mastery. That's the M3 model. And that's James Bond. So, now you know how to make women obsessed with you. But if you want to know how to raise your power as a man masterfully, you need know about the Godfather's secrets. Click on the video and watch The Godfather's Secret to Ruthless Power. Hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more updates. Thanks for watching.